So assessments are the last part of the contact section in Kajabi, and let's just very quickly have a look at this. This is bringing us into creating our first assessment. I'm curious actually what it says under here under learn more. There will be a tutorial just explaining what you can use and how you can use them, assigning them to landing pages or assigning them to course products. Do check these out. I've said it before, the videos that they put together here in Kajabi are really good. And when you're in here, first time looking at getting started, take the time just to have a quick look. You might get some ideas and inspiration. But if we were to click on here and create an assessment, firstly, what is this assessment? It's a survey, if you like. And I know folk that use this as a lead magnet. So, you know, maybe you're on your YouTube video, you're talking about this survey and you can help people and you can score them and grade them. Or you could do that behind a registration page. So they put in their name and their email, they get access to this, or they could put that email in at the end to be able to get the details sent to them. We would use it more. I haven't, to be honest, I don't use these, but where we've looked at using them before is at the end of a block within a training. And I know customers of ours say they need to be able to do this. They need to know that someone has understood this first module before they move on to the next one. So you can create an assessment here and they've got to answer the questions correctly. And you can put an automation that says, you know, when this assessment is completed, open up the next section in the course. So that to me would be more typical of when this is done. You can put a score on it. You can lock it so that unless they hit a certain percentage or score, they can't carry on. The only place really we had a start at this, and I didn't follow through and finish it, was we were looking at, I'll pull this over again. So this is pulling from my site. We did look at, under our Kajabi Academy, doing a survey asking people that were just trying to come up with their course idea. We ended up, rather than doing this survey, I thought, actually, that's a mini course. And we ended up creating a little training around it instead. And that is part of our Kajabi Academy. It's given to our affiliates free of charge. But let's just have a look. So I think that was the only one. If I leave this, yeah, there was a test one that we played with. And then this one back in 2021. So if I just click on this, so we created it, the assessment details, we put a name on it, Kajabi Academy. Do you have a potential course? So this was really a test or a questionnaire to go, have you got something that you could sell? So we didn't have this grading turned on, but you could just set this so someone needs to get 70%, for instance. And then in the results that they're going to get back at the end of it, do you want to show the breakdown of where they got their scores, or hide it, or hide the results unless they got a passing grade? Now, this is just meaning the language. The start text, click the button below to start, or the pass text, you passed this assessment, you failed it. I don't think I changed this. I think that's default. So then we edit the questions, and you can see, much like we've done in the page builder and things, down the side here is where we're putting these questions in. So what are you going to offer? Do you have experience or proof? Is there an audience for it? And then this was the next question that we didn't get to. So it is very simple and basic. And we're just adding, so I have a choice here of multiple choice if I want to. So my question, and then I can add the answers in below. We can have a file upload. Maybe you need to see that someone has done this work and then send it up. Multiple selection. So that's like your multiple choice, but they can tick multiple boxes. So maybe this is a questionnaire and you're saying, based on the video you've just done, you could just go over it and say, I don't know, it's hard to come up with a suggestion because I haven't even said to you anything about what the content might be, but you get the idea. Maybe you're teaching people how to set up for Zoom, and you know, you might have multiple questions down here, or you know, and maybe you put a wrong one in and you say which of these is correct and they've got a ticket, or you've got multiples, how many of these, what would you do before going live on Zoom, and you've got a tick list on there and they've got to do them, but you've got a hidden one. You get the idea. Those kind of things could be in there, and you just build this out, and so they can either put that paragraph is the one that's in here as the questions. They can put their answers in. So that's how you would build this survey out. And we can preview it. So this is that text that we put in. Click the start button. What are you going to offer? So there's no customizing really for this. Really basic. I put an answer in here, off to the next one. And then there's no question on that. There's none of these other bits, so I can't do anything with these. what can I say really about it? You can see the results back from people as you've put them in. You can email them the completion email, and either just the default one, or you could create a custom email that gets sent to them. Do you want to be able to get sent to you when somebody has completed this questionnaire? So it might be that if you were doing this as a lead magnet and this was a free thing that you were putting out there as a survey, then you want to get this sent to you as well. And then you could take that in, and maybe you're saying to them, okay, fill out this questionnaire. I will do this report for you and send it back to them. And you could do that. So different ways that you could use this, duplicating it, deleting it, pretty basic. As I say, you know, there's not a lot that we can do here in this, when we're putting in these questions and things. There's not a lot that I can do to jazz this up other than bold it, italics and underline. Yeah, don't be expecting anything over fancy. It's not like you could do in a Google form or something like that where you can really brand it up, but it's here, it's built in inside of Kajabi. So for that reason, it makes it a lot easier than trying to link in this third-party survey and back out again. But I know customers that have been really disappointed with the limitations of this. It is basic, but it's there if you want to be able to use it. Now we're pretty much at the bottom of our menu here. Creator Studio. I'm actually going to come back to this one because my experience of Creator Studio hasn't been great. I know some people love it, but rather than doing a bad review of that, I think we'll come back and we'll add this one in later when I've had a chance to have a better play with it. So I think really we're just going to have a little summary in the next video, what to do next from here, where to go. And so please just stay with me one more video and we've gone through this series.